The best kind of hookups are the hookups where it doesn't feel like a hookup at all. It just feels like a friend hangout with a fun little extra surprise. And that is what I call homie head. What is it? It's a friend that you've already hooked up with, who you're hooking up with now consistently, but they're also your friend. Like they stay friends with you and there's no feelings. That's important. There's no feelings. You aren't relationshipy. They don't take you out to dinner. There's nothing like that. They just invite you over to play COD and you end up on your knees. That's homie head. And then you leave, you dap each other up on the way out, and that's it. You just hang out. And that is the best, I think. And here's why: less stress, less pressure, more fun. All things you want. The best thing about homie head isn't the actual head itself, it's the homie attached to the homie head. Because you get to have someone who you get really close with, who you get to have a really good time with. You just add another list of activities of the things you could do with them. Instead of bowling, you're putting their meat in your mouth. A couple different types of hookups, and it's important to know the difference between them so that you cannot get bamboozled by thinking that you're getting one and getting another and getting your feelings hurt. So, they're split into two categories. There's people who want relationships and people who do not want relationships. I don't have a lot of experience with wanting a relationship because I personally have never wanted a relationship. Now, on the other side, I have a lot of experience of hooking up with people and not wanting a relationship and how to navigate that because I've never really had a real relationship in that sense. Now, in that camp, this camp of not wanting a relationship, that falls into two categories and they kind of branch off from each other. They have the same start point, but they end in two different places. They start off with the one night stand where you both meet each other at the club or wherever you're meeting and you go home with them and you hook up. And then afterwards, that's where it really devolves. Afterwards, it can either go one of two ways. Either you don't talk to them, you kind of wall off, you don't get close to them, didn't go well, something, and you just leave. And then they become a one night stand, a traditional hookup. And that person, maybe if you hook up again, odds are there's going to be a you up text. It's going to be the same as it was the first time, where they don't talk to you. They're maybe halfway watch a movie, cuddle for 2 seconds, hook up, leave. And that's kind of all that is. But if you go back to the first hookup, if you go back to the end of the first hookup, you, at the end, instead of walling off and just leaving, you hang out, you go through someone's camera roll, they share about their family, they talk to you about what sports they played in high school, you get close to them. Like they tell you about their life in ways that you wouldn't find out if you were just at a party with them in casual conversation. Now, if they do that, odds are you're going to get really close to them really quickly because you're both like defenses are down, like you've both had a good time together, endorphins are flowing. And then you get close. And then when you leave, you can still keep up that relationship and still be their friend and like check in on them, see how things are going, keep it completely platonic. Just happen to be that you hooked up with them. And that's how it should be. And that's a homie. That's when you find someone who maybe you'll hook up with again, maybe you won't, but it's the hookup is the afterthought of your friendship. And that's how it should be in a homie head situation. It's important to know the difference between those two types of hookups because sometimes you'll go into a hookup hoping for a friend and they just want a hookup. They aren't going to be open to you at all. And you're going to get your feelings hurt because you wanted a friend. And that's okay. But if you know, based on how they treat you, that they just want a hookup, then just go in expecting a hookup and just have a good time and just know that that's all you're going to get. You're not going to get to be a friend with them. And that's okay. But if you go into it expecting a hookup and then get surprised when it's a homie, best of both worlds. Best to go into every situation expecting that it's not going to be anything, that you're not going to get close. And then if you do get close, like giving the opportunity for you guys to get close and not being walled off to them. But then once you're there, like being surprised that they're open to you and that you're friends now, like that you're homies now. And that's what Homie Head's all about.